Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Got a game here between NubFriedRice and Isen, Cyberdon versus Seraphim, and should be a good one. I haven't seen the whole thing, but from what I've seen, it's been quite nice. I'll try to get this out really quick. Looks like some Spanish going on, so some Spanish players. First land from a NubFriedRice, then 7 PGens, most likely an air factory right there. And of course facing Seraphim, not surprisingly, first bomber from Isen. Something you should always expect when you face Seraphim. They don't have their light assault bots, so they have to compensate with this bomber, which is quite nice at dropping bombs. And there is a pretty big difference. To me it seems the best is Seraphim, then Cybern, then UEF, then Aeon is kind of the sequence in which bomber is the best. And of course also the Seraphim factory, air factory is by far the best. Not by far, but it is the best at producing engineers. There's first blood in this game. 1 kill for Eisen's bomber. See some flak now coming out, the Cybern flak, plus some scouts. Eisen runs away, but of course we do have hunters on the field. Don't be like Napalm here, follow. Don't have the same good camera work. Follow the hunter. Just gonna try to go kill something. The bomber's still alive here with 1 kill, looking for other engineers, but he's gonna find. Wow, that was. So you can see the Seraphim bomber can throw bombs over its shoulders while it's turning at 45 degrees. If you're good enough with it, you can throw bombs like that. And actually interesting, Eisen moving down with his ACU, plus grabbed an engineer, is going to get that Hydra. Looks like a very aggressive move to the Hydra. Nothing going up unless missed a kill here. But NubFriedRice ready to cut out any movement in that direction, although a tank moving in now without radar. And then this hunter here from NubFriedRice is going to find the ACU and die. So a nice hunter to sneak into this position, really valuable, but this is the one we were watching. It's going to meet its fate. 1 kill. And another bomber now coming in for Eisen. And you can see after second air, pretty big land spam from NubFriedRice. Of course NubFriedRice is an expert on this map. Eisen getting a kill with his bomber. Is he going to get another? If he was Lucian, this would have been a second kill. This is a very important part if you're ever playing NubFriedRice. If you can deny him this position, he loves making little stealthy bases here and a whole bunch of spam, and he already got one planned once again. This engine's got a long way to go. And Eisen, from the games I've seen him in Input Cup, he always moves down here. If you're ever facing these players and you're good enough to actually compete, you should keep these things in mind. Eisen always going to the bottom corner. Where's the ACU for NubFriedRice? Yes, the NubFriedRice is going to go into this corner, so it looks like we're going to see an ACU stand up here eventually. And big battles up here on this choke point. So this map very difficult at first to see exactly what is going on. There is a kind of a mountain here with a path over it, but it just separates kind of this back area behind the starting position for NubFriedRice, but you can get across through this water. So a very interesting map, and of course the middle is all civs. It's hard to push a large force through here. So a very well designed map, definitely one of my favorites. It took me a little while to get used to it, because at first you see it and you wonder what the heck do I do. It's not really like a flat ground where you just send units back and forth. Pretty nice land spam now coming out for NubFriedRice. The air factory is paused. A little low on power perhaps. And now we got Thams versus Manta. And it looks like Manta are going to take this one. We finally see some engineers for Eisen moving up to the top corner, and since the ACUs are going to get a stalemate here, this is going to be crucial. Whoever wins this battle is a huge map control issue. 7 mass extractors up for grabs. So far NubFriedRice getting an advantage. And if you can capture this whole top area, you can start attacking looking straight at the base. Yeah, still got to think about what exactly happening on this map, because it's just so many different ways to attack from. crazy mantis running around this lake here. So in terms of air, definitely a lot more bombers. 2 more bombers for Isen. 2 kills on this bomber, 3 kills now total. But both players have pretty good interceptors. Looks like maybe a little more for Isen. See Isen now establishing the base, and we gotta say Seraphim versus Cybern, definitely better ACU for Isen. Looks like NubFriedRice, 2 factories and a point defense. And now a bit of a battle here. That looks like the Manta are gonna have numbers, but they need to stop shooting the factory. Factory has too much health. They gotta take out of the tanks first. So better trouble there for NubFriedRice. And NubFriedRice is a large force. We're going to see 4 land factories here. Expect to see some T3 here perhaps. Moving now to the top. And now here the ACUs are going to meet each other. Very close. And artillery for Isen. And NubFriedRice got to start worried. You got to be really worried. He doesn't really have too many forces here anyway. He's pulling a whole bunch to his ACU. And of course this Arty. Yeah, so NubFriedRice is not going to have any of it. He's just going to run. Taking his engineers, his ACU, and running away. But he's bringing a pretty large force, and there's only 1 factory making artillery here for Isen. Actually not making anything. It could get Isen in a bit of trouble if NubFriedRice gets enough units, but NubFriedRice is running without looking back. There's no doubt that he's running away. Elsewhere we see a pretty tough battle here. Looks like the stop is going to be taken over by NubFriedRice, except this engineer will get killed by a couple of really nice tanks. And here this Mantis force also in quite a bit of trouble, but they got rid of a couple of mass extractors. And this is a great move from NubFriedRice. Moves in while the ACU is gone. So he's going to ravish those NGs, those mass extractors, that factory. And Isen might find himself in trouble here. He is surrounded, but he's got the most powerful unit on the field, which most likely means he'll get some veterans. He is running straight for the water, so perhaps NubFriedRice shouldn't have ran so hard. If he was a little closer to the ACU, he could probably finish this game. Definitely plenty of units for him. But he's going to recover this bottom part on top. So NubFriedRice dominating against Isen. And I think from all the games we've seen, Isen one of the best players. Although he does make some mistakes sometimes, which makes him fun to play. Isen now with 18 kills gets back into the water. Of course the Arty for Cybern can't shoot straight. And massive numbers in terms of Tech 1. Look at all these Tech 1 factories here. A couple more here, and it looks like just 2 perhaps. Build capacity being built up here for NubFriedRice. Still no hydro. Total map control here up on top, and now moving through, killing engineers, so many wrecks. No chance really for Isen up on top. And now this push that forced Isen into the water is going to switch. These veteran troops are going to move up. And it's going to take Isen a lot of work to get back. It's just a massive force rolling through now. Point defenses. You see point defenses going up now for Isen. And now Tech 2. Oh yeah, and the Yoshivas, the most powerful Tech 2 unit. It's not really, but it's like a walking point defense. The Obsidian is probably a little stronger, but in terms of what you can do micro with them and how good they are against Tech 1, definitely the best unit against Tech 1 is the Ilshiva. But total domination at the Tech 1 stage for NubFriedRice. That's what he does in all games. He really beats most people on this map with Tech 1 spam. I know he beat me with Tech 1 spam. It's just too many manti. Now we got some drops, but of course if you're Seraphim, get these Ultras, you can start countering. But total map domination now. Let's see what the plan is. Massive Tech 1 air spam, and of course with Cybern, gestures are always a possibility, and on a map that's this spread out with air control gestures, very good. We'll keep an eye on these Ultras. 9 kills for one, 9 for the other. Dominating. As long as they keep microing, they'll be in really good shape. It's total domination now. 14 kills for one, 11 for the other. So 2 versus a whole bunch. Isen still 48 kills, a whole bunch of kills for him. Keeps walking in and out of the water. And now some Ilsha is moving in this direction as well. You can see a really nice whole bunch of build capacity now on the Ilshavas, and some transports. Looks like air control is at least locally, belongs to Isen. 21 kills. Looks like he lost his friend. Still 21 kills surviving. 23. And more support coming in. And now it's a flak and an Ilsheva dropped off by Isen into the fray here, and that's going to allow Isen to rebuild. So Isen grabbing back some map control. He's going to have this bottom corner, but on top here just a couple heroic Ilshevas, and actually now they are facing hoplites. And Tech 2, these are the longest range in any Tech 2 unit besides the mobile missile launchers. Stealth, Tech 2 flak, and hoplites. And they can counter Ilshevas, especially if they're not micro. And of course here, as expected, NubFriedRice makes a T2 factory. A whole bunch of Tech 2 NGs and hoplites. And this is now a Tech 2 versus Tech 2 fight, and these gotta move. If they don't move, they get killed very quickly by the hoplite shots. And now we got this force that's been dropped off. Very powerful force, a lot of Tech 2 here, plus some anti-air and some arty. A really nice composition. They can do some damage, and they can probably completely cut off all these reinforcements, take these mask tractors out. Point defense here. Isen getting a point defense, still no upgrades. Where is the ACU for NubFriedRice? He kind of ran. Where did he run to? He's in the water now, getting upgrades. He's got Tech 2. Yeah, it's definitely shifting to the Tech 2 stage up on top. And with the proper micro, it's really all going to come down to micro here. Probably a bit of an advantage to the Cybern if they can keep their distance, but if they can't, they're just going to get massacred in close quarters. And this is where the terrain is being a bit of pain. But yeah, if Cybern can get the top ground, they got the arch on that shot, they can shoot over this hill, while straight shots from the Ilshevas will hit the hill. And on the bottom, once again, Isen, 73 kills. Gotta say, NubFriedRice has really been feeding Isen veterancy this whole game. And here's this force. It looked like it was trouble, and it definitely is, moving through, but perhaps the ACU from NubFriedRice can put an end to it with a couple overcharges. Completely wiped everything out here. This is a good Tech 2 force. And up here, looks like, yeah, this is tragic for NubFriedRice. He forgot to micro on the Ilshevas. Took full advantage, just massacred all this Tech 2. So much great mass here. Somebody should send an engineer. An engineer here from Isen can get so much mass. It's a bit of a mistake there from NubFriedRice, who's going to Tech 3. And of course for Cybern versus Ilshevas, Tech 3 is a very good choice. These are just hero units here. See so many kills, about 50 kills for these 3 units, but they got to keep moving. And the Manti really caused no problems for them. Of course the hoplites will. And you got to change direction, dodge the hoplites. Moving back to get some more, and it will die eventually. But caused so much trouble. Point defense is now for Isen. Some sneaky Tech 1 units trying to do something won't actually snuck in, might take out a mask tractor. Still Tech 2 spam here from Isen. Not too many engineers on the air spam. We got some transports. So Isen very active with his transports. That's nice to see. And his Tech 2 is completely taken over the top. And if he takes that over, he's gonna have map control. This is still alive. Oh no, this is a different one. 6 kills. It's causing so much trouble. And now Tech 3 coming out. And these ones right here, the loyalists together with the stealth field, they will massacre Ilshevas. They're a very good unit. This is how you get over water. You put units on transports, 2 flags to Ilshevas, prevent yeah, that NG is gonna die. It's total domination up on top from Isen. And Isen now with Tech 2 on his ACU is gonna get some Tech 2 point defenses, really secure this area, and we're seeing this game slowly become much more even. Any ideas? Tech 2 gunships now for NubFriedRice. He's got stealth on his ACU. He's got pretty good eco. So he's traded eco for map control, but he does have Tech 3 land, so this can be a huge advantage. Tech 2 power for Isen. And let's see what this force can do with the stealth field. Can't really see that they're coming, but once they come, they will take care of business very quickly. It'd be nice to see a flag together with those. And here's these dropped off Ilshavas making their presence known. And here we're going to see a loyalist take on a bunch of Tech 1 and Tech 2. Isen retreats, and our gunships. Looks like they flew in without protection, and they're going to get massacred. But that's going to cause give NubFriedRice an opportunity to take back here. Of course, you don't want to fly over in this direction. Tech 2 flak, you never want to follow interceptors at the Tech 2 land stage, because they will bring you to a bunch of flak and then you'll die. Tech 2 point defense not taking on the loyalists. He's got to run. We just saw a bomb here. Tech 1 point defense. Yeah, the loyalists got to be saved. No reason to lose them against point defenses. So if NubFriedRice can take over this top, which looks like he should, there's nothing that Isen will be able to do, and taking on T2 flak with Tech 2 gunship is a bad idea. Although it looks like he was able to take it out for the price of a single gunship. But Tech 3 land will take care of this problem. Some Tech 1 bombers being used by Isen, and this is going to be really nice for NubFriedRice to fight air here. Some Tech 2 flag for him. On the bottom now, Isen moving out. He's got the gun and Tech 2. He's facing a Tech 1 force. He's got flak. He's got Tech 2. And this is going to be a very powerful push, so we can see both players having success in different parts of the map. Total retreat now for NubFriedRice. He's got to get some units down here. Take care of business. You can see NubFriedRice is planning on fighting back at his base. He's completely given up this whole part of the map, making Tech 2 point defense. So anticipating a very big push from Isen. Meanwhile, he's completely dominating here up on top. Engineer is going to capture him a little bit of mass extractors. All 2 NGs here hiding for Isen. Looks like they're going to counter. That's nice stuff from Isen. Do we see Tech 3? No, still Tech 2. And a whole bunch of Tech 2 power for Isen and a very big air spam. And then once again the loyalists trying to sneak in, but they get hit by Tech 2. But some of them do get through. And the ones that do are going to cause a lot of problems for Isen. Going to have to keep an eye on that. And here comes the Tech 2 force. It's going to take out a couple of mass extractors. Isen rebuilding. 90 kills on the ACU. And here we see no flak was snuck in together with these loyalists. But look like if they can get through down here, a couple of T2 mass extractors, be some really nice kills. Although they could probably even sneak into here, kill a couple of Tech 2. But numbers for Isen, so NubFriedRice is going to take the easy route. Yeah, total domination up on top. And here, as predicted, stealth field and a tactical missile launcher from NubFriedRice. NubFriedRice has his recipe for this map. Follows it very well. Very strong Tech 1 spam. He usually takes map control, then gets Tech 3 or Tech 2 up here. Pretty quick Tech 3 usually, and then of course the stealth. And he's always a danger in terms of his gestures. And a really good air and Tech 2 gunships. It's a really balanced gameplay. But of course with Cybern they're always in trouble against stronger units like Tech 3 versus Tech 2 here. Tech 2 actually holding their own, although not for long. This is going to be some nice mass chunks for NubFriedRice. Probably take a couple of these mass extractors to Tech 2, Tech 3. Do we see any Tech 2 or anything? Yeah, we have some Tech 2 here for Isen. And Isen with his transports. Well, that's one difference between these two players this whole game. A lot more transports for Isen, and that's really been effective at taking back map. Now we see the map really divided up vertically. Some hidden raiders here. This is a nice placement behind a wall. Nice air force here for Isen. Pretty nice air force for NubFriedRice as well. And yet another upgrade. We'll see what this is. Looks like a back upgrade perhaps. Or it could be either Tech 3 or... No, this looks like he's going Tech 3. Yes, it's on the side, on the left side. Now Ilshava's taking on loyalists, and loyalists dying. Ridiculous. We see Tech 3 yet? Nope, still just Tech 2. So Isen not thinking that he really needs Tech 3, although this Tech 3 force from NubFriedRice keeps on getting bigger, which is trouble. And this is really inexcusable for NubFriedRice not securing his freshly captured map. And there's so many wrecks here that neither player has picked up. Still no kills on the cruiser. Looks like NubFriedRice is going to get all 10 missiles loaded and then fire them as all at once, so that this base is not found out earlier than it needs to be. A Tech 3 now rolling through for Noob. Nearly done with the Tech 3 upgrade for Isen. Although in a game like this, nano repair would be very nice. Actually, I think he might already have something like that. I'm very curious here to see what exactly Isen has. He's got Tech 2 and he's got nano repair. He's got the gun and he's got Tech 3. That's a very nice ACU. That ACU can go into battle. And now this Tech 3 rolling through is just going to massacre all this. So both players getting victories in different parts of the map, although Tech 3 versus Tech 2 here, NubFriedRice might be able to win some map back. And he's got engineers moving in to take back the mass extractors as well. Pretty strong push with Tech 3, but strange unit control here for NubFriedRice. All just running in as fast as they can. But they do get in. If they can kill some of these engineers, that'll be very nice. You got to do damage if you run into the base like that, otherwise you just leave a bunch of wrecks for your opponent. Definitely took out a whole bunch of engineers, taking out TMD. Looks like TMD was the target, at least some of the TMD. If he would have killed yet another one, we do know there's cruise missiles ready. Yes, he's taking out TMD. Still one more left, about two more left. This is a very interesting move here for NubFriedRice, but it looks like he could have totally taken those out with a Tech 3, but he wasn't targeting. Still one left. And if this would have gone down, all this power could be sniped with cruise missiles. This is completely loaded. And now Tech 3 air. This is something I should have paid attention to. Tech 3 air from Isen. And let's see what that can do. It can kill flak almost. Isen now with his super ACU getting some tech to point defense. Although, yeah, Tech 3 moving around. And this Tech 3 can isolate Isen very well from his little base here. Some Tech 2, some more point defenses. And now here come the cruise missiles. There you go, Tech 2 mass extractors. Oh, this is the still a TMD alive somewhere, but it looks like he's shooting two at a time, so they're still able to get through. And this Tech 3 power would have been a great target. And more TMD built very quickly by Isen. So you can say minimal damage, but a brick now, 25 kills. A brick for NubFriedRice behind Isen's base, targeting Tech 3 engineers. This is pretty brutal. 37 kills now. This is ridiculous. You don't want a brick inside your base. And now here we got Isen, 125 kills, fighting for his life. But he's got such a powerful ACU, he can definitely fight for his life for a very long time. See 36,000 total health. And a great thing about a Tech 3 ACU is that he can build anything very quickly. He's just got put up a radar almost immediately, overcharges, and repairs himself, you can see, at 110 health per second. So you actually couldn't even cause damage to it with a regular ACU. And there go all the loyalists. It's very brutal against the Tech 3 force, but total air domination now by Noob. 47 kills now for the brick. And Isen, the lone warrior here, getting hit by air. And that's really the only thing that could perhaps kill him. Really not too much danger from the ground, but if gunships come in, they can cause a lot of trouble. Although flak not coming in for Isen. Isen keeps on overcharging. Isen survives. This is why this ACU is so powerful. We did see Tech 3 air somewhere from Oh, this is so brutal. This brick is just 53 kills taken out. Tech 3 air. No more Tech 3 air for Isen. And that is a huge loss. So we just saw a whole bunch of crazy things just happen. A great attack from NubFriedRice, which translated into some cruise missiles being launched into Isen's base at the same time. A brick snuck in, and a good thing about bricks, they can go into water. 55 kills. Killed a bunch of Tech 3, a bunch of engineers. Killed the Tech 3 air factory. At the same time, we saw Isen make a push, but got attacked by a whole bunch of Tech 3. Was able to survive with 171 kills, not going to get a shield. This massacred a massive Tech 3 force there. Is actually really nice for Isen. Brick is back out of the water. Some nice micro. 58 kills. Ilshavas versus Bricks, so that's a very easy win. See if this gets to 161 kills. Another Tech 1 factory. Isen not getting some Tech 2 power. That's very surprising. He's actually the Tech 3 power has been killed. Brutal, and a chicken being started by Isen. That's really the counter. Oh no, the brick has been, yeah, that's unfortunate. Although it's probably going to make this game a little more even. That brick was completely dominating against Isen. Isen now, it looks like he's going to try to rebuild the base. Not going to get Tech 3 power. A very secure area here for Isen. So map control is still very even. The top has just been no man's land. Everybody keeps killing everybody here. A whole bunch of wrecks and no mask tractors. And another great raid. This has been all game. Although this point defense now with 5 kills, some huge kills against loyalists. And NubFriedRice thought so too, takes it out with some Tech 2 bombers. Which means that the door is open now to go in the back of Isen's base without getting shot. Although this chicken now halfway done could be very powerful for Isen. Do we see any monkeys or anything like that? No, it looks like just a massive Tech 3 land spam. A good looking base. Really good defensive position. This Isen also has a pretty nice base with a couple of Tech 2 point defenses. He could definitely take on a spider with this ACU, and you can see how quickly this ACU has recovered its health. Still extremely even, but the lack of Tech 3 land has really shown for Isen, especially with these Tech 3 forces built up. And perhaps if NubFriedRice did not attack the ACU with all those bricks and all those loyalists and use them against Isen's base, Isen would not have a base anymore. But this chicken is going to be completed now. And that's going to make this game a lot more interesting. One thing that's kind of troubling for Isen is that he doesn't really have too much air. So perhaps a little more flak would be a good idea. And these Tech 2 bombers for NubFriedRice definitely taking advantage. Killing everything all over the map. So many engineers now for NubFriedRice clearing out the forest. Top is for the most part secure. Great use of stealth, 2 flaks. Yeah, this is a great combination at Tech 3. This is one of the best combinations without shields you can have at Tech 3. Perhaps without shields, this is definitely the best stealth, 2 flak, and a brick. Very long range, very high fire rate. That's nice to see. Great unit control. More groups like that. Isen now power storage. Wonder what he wants power storage. Perhaps a second nano. If he gets the double nano on his AC, it's going to be nearly impossible to kill. Chicken has been completed. It needs to get rolling as soon as possible. You can see a complete retreat, total retreat. All these units running. Bricks running away. Chicken starts rolling. And air is definitely a huge priority now for Isen. So one advantage that Tech 3 has over a single experimental is that they can just avoid it, attack somewhere else. And looks like this chicken is lost. Will it be able to walk over the wall? Yes. Actually, no, it's not lost. It doesn't care. NubFriedRice runs into the water. He knows that he could be in trouble. And actually, if this, I don't see any way that NubFriedRice can stop that chicken, except a spider and a whole bunch of bricks at the same time. NubFriedRice desperate measures reclaims his Tech 3 factory so that he can get this experimental. That's a huge sacrifice. And this is going to be a nice feeding frenzy for the chicken. All that anti-air already with 65 kills. and all those engineers would also be good. This is going to be very, very close, and this looks like the spider will be finished. Oh, this is tragic. Spider is finished right before, and it's gonna die now. Not quite fast enough. 105 kills for Isen. And now here come the gunships, and so much flak now for Isen. Air is not gonna stay alive for too long. 132 kills. A 5-star chicken. Brutal. So Tech 3 Factory sacrifice did not work out. Now we see cruise missiles here from a hidden position, hitting the chicken, but of course it recovers its health extremely quick. Whole bunch of engineers up on top. Isen getting more Tech 3 power. This is pretty ridiculous. What a comeback from Isen. He just totally turned his game on his head with this chicken. And I do not see this force being able to do anything. One good thing about a 5-star chicken, it doesn't get any more veterancy, so it doesn't get those health boosts. Although it has a total of 100,000 health. Compared to Mantis, which only has 270, that's a very big difference. And now bricks. Everybody attacking the chicken. And looks like the flak is targeted as well. The chicken actually goes down quite a bit in health. And this is Cyber and a revenge against Seraphim. Crazy. This is something to behold here. Numbers against the powerful unit. 201 kill chicken being massacred by Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3, ASF now 4. Isen, he's finally got his Tech 3 air. Amazing by NubFriedRice. Kills off a chicken, and he's gonna have himself a huge chunk of mass. Isen continues to fight. This is a huge factory spam here. But those socialists will put an end to it. A nice drop, of course. Isen continues to fight. Although that's a huge hit. Yeah, this is quite a game here. Perhaps the best Loki I've seen so far. Nice Tech 3 spam. So the base for Isen, quite nice. Not too much eco, but on a map with so many wrecks, mass is not that big a deal. He definitely has plenty of power. And now 171 kills. I'm betting this is the double nano, which will make his ACU nearly indestructible. At least unless you hit it with some experimentals. Now we see a megalith for NubFriedRice, and actually probably a megalith will kill a double nano ACU, but it would depend on micro a little bit. And Tech 3 land for NubFriedRice this whole game. Still just Tech 2 for Isen. That's the huge difference. And here's this nice chunk of mass. 20,000 mass plus a couple dead bricks, so plenty of mass. Looks like engineers moving out can really pay for that megalith with this mass chunk. 51st minute now in this game. Isen moving out, total of 66,000 health. Loyalists running in against Tech 2-point defense. The Loyalists have been here. This is not the first time. It's a very impressive spam here from Noob, but this is still contentious here up on top. Isen. Wow, this is crazy. Isen moves in with his ACU. Why is he doing that? He thinks he has the most powerful weapon in the world. He's going to get a stealth field plus a shield. Not sure if this is going to trick NubFriedRice. He's going to try to get that mega done as quickly as possible. Not sure if Isen realized he just dropped off next to a megalith. And why isn't this mass being reclaimed? NubFriedRice could already have had this megalith a long time ago. Tech 2-point defenses are now going to attack the mega. This game just keeps getting better. Tech 2-point defenses and a double nano ACU versus a megalith, which isn't done yet. And some strat bombers now coming in for Isen. This will be an amazing attack. Here come the bombs. If this was a siren splash, it'd be better. It shouldn't be the. Yes, the engineers should be the ones targeted. Why are the engineers dying? And some overcharges now for Isen. Although Isen a bit of trouble. Whole bunch of tech to point defense here. Overcharging the megalith. That was a weird overcharge there. The megalith is complete. Is it gonna be? This is gonna be extremely close. The megalith is taken out by Isen. Ridiculous. Down to 10,000 health. He's gonna try to get a shield. That's ridiculous. This is a ridiculous ACU right here. 187 kills, with the last one being a megalith. Oh man. NubFriedRice hiding in shame. And I actually don't see how NubFriedRice is going to recover from this. It's going to be a massive tech 2-point defense creep into his base with no experimentals. And that's a huge mistake. NubFriedRice should have had that megalith done a long time ago. Should have reclaimed this chicken. He had this game won. Well, maybe not won, but he could have been in a great position. But with Tech 3 Air flying all over the map, and really the main base for NubFriedRice getting massacred, it's hard to imagine anything good happening for NubFriedRice. Perhaps a telesnipe, but even a telesnipe against an ACU of this stature is not going to work. And this is nice. This is going to finish off with a Tech 2-point defense standoff, and that's definitely an advantage to Seraphim with the more powerful shields. And some artillery is going to move in as well. Of course, Isen now recovered with health. Some overcharges. Tech 3 Air Factory here. Tech 3 Mask Extractors. Tech 3 Land Factory. Very, very important units for NubFriedRice. Are in very real danger. Very surprising these shields are not going down. But now this artillery should start knocking things down. It's always a good way to knock things down. And NubFriedRice realizes he has lost the game. Calls it lucky. I don't know if that's really luck. Looked like a very well played, and some big mistakes by NubFriedRice here. Not reclaiming. That's really the only mistake. Otherwise, it was an extremely well played game. Hopefully people enjoy this one.